Go.
What's up, guys? Mr. Surplus Nut bringing another part to this series of videos that I started on bow hunting and archery. Now we're at the point here where we're going to be actually doing some shooting with my cheetah, Martin cheetah bow. It shoots about 302 feet per second, and actually we're at the point now where we're going to do the shooting. And I just want to walk over here to show you guys the target that I'm shooting at. Basically, this is not a one of those really expensive targets. It's just a regular target, 18 by 18 layered foam target made by Redhead, obviously the brand from Bass Pro Shop. Not very expensive. So this is what I bought just for target shooting. Hopefully I'm thinking about getting me one of those morels or a better target. But for now it'll do. Now this bow shoots so fast that what I had to do was add some styrofoam and cardboard, just because the arrow will go right through it. Okay? So I just wanted to show you basically what I use. I put a piece of cardboard and I put like orange circle dots, like the ones I use for the range, just to shoot at it. And so this is what I'm going to be shooting at now, and just wanted to show you guys. Basically I'm going to start shooting probably like I would say about 15 yards, or no, like more like 20. We're going to be shooting like at 20 yards. And let me get, and like I was telling you guys, normally when I shoot my bow, I try to shoot with the quiver on the bow with all the arrows, just to get used to the weight. And also you should practice with the quiver off your bow. So right now I'm just gonna shoot with the quiver on and all these arrows. Let me get my practice thing here. You can get one of these things just to keep your arrows in there. So right now let me just go ahead and place the arrow bow over here and just try to put this thing on real quick, just to keep it on there. And we're gonna be shooting at around 15 yards. Then I'm gonna go up to 20. Over here in my house, all I have is 20 yards to be able to shoot. When I practice at a further distance, I have to go somewhere else. So I just want to show you guys, I'm gonna be shooting my cheetah, like I'm saying, with all the components that I spoke to you guys on the video that I told you about, and with the quiver with all 5 arrows in there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and see what we could do with this thing. Let me show you real quick how most likely when you put your arrow on your bow, okay, if it's set right for the drop release rest, when you have it set up like this, it's gonna be like kind of like on an angle a little bit down. Okay, because normally when you draw back this, the drop release arm is gonna lift up the arrow, and that's how it's done. Like I told you guys, I usually set my nock on the arrow where this flat piece, once the arrows gets released, it'll go on the flat side of the two veins, the two fleshings. It'll go right through the arrow rest without a problem. So let's go ahead and look down to the target to see. I'm gonna shoot, there's 5 dots. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot at the one in the middle, and then we'll go from there, and let's see how accurate we can shoot at this thing. I'm shooting right now at 15 yards. So go ahead and check it out. See what we could do, what kind of groups we get. Now it's gonna be shooting a little high because with the first pin I have it set up that it's good anywhere from 5-10 yards all the way up to like 20-25 yards. So right now that I'm shooting at 15 yards, I'm aiming at the center bull's eye and it's hitting a little bit high up because, you know, the way I just told you, it's set for like up to like 20-25 yards. Let's see what kind of groups we get. As you can tell, when I release the arrow, you don't really hear anything, no noise. I'm really close to the camera. All you hear is just the thump when the arrow goes in the target. Here we go, we're gonna release another one. Shooting at the center dot. Alright, we're going to shoot a couple on the top right dot now. I don't want to split one of my arrows, it's pretty crowded over there. So it'll be the top right dot. We're gonna let go another one. That one went off a little bit. Remember, on this, you're gonna get like sometimes like when you shoot, you're gonna get what we call a flyer. You know, maybe I move the bow a little bit. You want to stay with your posture till you completely release your arrow. Okay, last one, and then we're gonna go check the groups out. Now this is at 15 yards. I think I have one flyer because I moved, and I'll talk to you guys about it a little bit now. This is going to be the last one on that top right dot. Ooh. I might have gotten a little bit too close to one of the other arrows. Alright guys, so one thing that I want to let you guys know, the reason why you might be getting groups really tight as you shoot, and then all of a sudden you get an arrow that goes a little bit out, what we will call a flyer when you're shooting, is because when you pull your bow, okay, and now after this we're going to show you the proper way to anchor your release hand on your jawbone. But basically when you pull your bow, you want to stay, once you're aiming and you let go that arrow, you want to stay with your bow and keep your posture till you see that arrow hitting your target. If you let go that arrow and any slight movement that you bring, that like if you think the arrow's already has been released and you bring down your bow, automatically your shot is going to shift a little bit. So let's go down range here and see what we got. Alright, here we go. If you guys can see, we have this one, this top arrow here. I was aiming to this top right circle, but it went off like probably like about almost 3 inches. That's what you call flyer. I think what happened there is what I just explained, that I pulled the bow and before the arrow got released completely and before it completely flew out of the bow itself, I might have shifted a little bit. Okay, you don't want to do that. You want to stay completely with your posture till you completely release the arrow and you see it hit your target. So we'll go ahead and pull this one out, what I call the flyer. Okay. Now, if you look at these groups, they're very nice groups. These are the first ones we shot. There's 5 arrows right above the center target, and they're pretty close together. All these arrows, this is an excellent group right here. And the one on top is even better. You can see, I hope you can focus really good up here. They're basically within an inch. They're basically touching each other. This is what you got to look out for, because you can pretty much do like what we call or everybody called a Robin Hood. A Robin Hood is when you hit an arrow right behind the knock of the other one, and you basically split the arrow in the front that was already there. Okay, so this is a very good group. The one on top here, it's a 3 shot, we can say, group. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pull these arrows out. We're gonna try to shoot at 20 yards. This was at 15 yards. So we'll go ahead and try it at 20 yards and see what we get. Remember, another thing to remember is that when you first start, like I just came out here, the first few shots, you're gonna have to call that like a warm-up session. Because after like maybe 5-10 minutes of shooting, you're gonna get better and your groups will get better. Okay? So we're gonna go ahead and stop the video for now, do another part shooting at 20 yards, and also to show you the anchor point side of it, and then I think for that we're pretty much gonna cover everything. And if you guys got any questions, just leave me a comment. I'll come back to you guys. Mr. Surplus Nut out.